no, he forgot the 25 minutes. Nah, he gonna go off. 25
27.
minutes. 25 to live.
Or I could just tell by the stupid. Hello,
Really?
everyone.
That's your water?
Yeah, it's just one.
One becomes 10.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the We Didn't Ask for This podcast. I am Jack, aka Sister Sheep, and as always, I am joined by
Markeith Black, aka Markeith Black, aka I'm very fucking tired. So let's do this.
All right, beautiful. So the only thing we have really planned is I asked Markeith, of course, the dog starts barking right fucking now. Fucking dad. This is chaotic. This sucks.
I hope you like this ASMR.
Yeah, dog barking upstairs while trying to make a podcast downstairs.
Me filling up water bottle.
Yeah.
We just love the chaos here.
But the only thing we had planned remotely was I had seen this documentary before, but I had watched it recently again with my girlfriend called Class Action Park.
Class fucking Action Park.
And I told Markeith to watch it because I wanted to kind of bounce off that. And isn't that fucking park insane?
So it's funny. Jack and I used to have this joke where we would shit on the 80s and just be like, oh, well, it's the 80s.
Yeah.
No, this is it was literally the 80s.
How people would just excuse any racist or homophobic or any opinions back then, just being like, it was the 80s. Whatever.
But no, this was legitimately the 80s. So what is Class Action Park? What was the documentary? So it's a documentary about this amusement park back in the day called Action Park. Mm-hmm. And for all of our old heads who are watching, you might know what the fuck it is. But what was crazy about said amusement park was that all the rides were fucking dangerous. They were, I don't even know how the fuck they got away with any of it.
I can answer that. It was the 80s, baby.
That and the owner it was Jordan Belfort. It was basically if Jordan Belfort owned a fucking water amusement park. Some fucking Wall Street big head Edward Mulvihill?
Yeah, Edward Mulvihill, I believe. And basically, he actually got kicked out of Wall Street. At the beginning of the documentary, they mentioned that because he was doing the Jordan Belfort thing with penny stocks and all that,
right?
But they got sloppy with it, I guess. And one of his friends that was still on Wall Street, he was like, "Hey, I want to invest in what initially was just going to be a ski resort, but then slowly transformed into Action Park." And my parents have been to Action Park, and I think you said your parents too, right?
Not my dad, but my mom's heard of it. My uncle apparently went there weekly. My manager at my job, he's been there too.
Yeah.
And after hearing about Action Park, the first thing I just asked him is, how did you survive?
Yeah. So here's the sale pitch. Imagine if Tony Soprano decided to go into the amusement park business. Plus, it's the 80s. Wait. Yeah, it's Tony Soprano, owning an amusement park. Plus, it's the 80s. Plus, no one gives a shit. Just absolutely no one gives a fuck. The whole point of the park is to try to get hurt.
Basically. I think, so in terms of the rides, I think the one that kind of fucked me up the most in terms of how the fuck they get away with this was called the Alpine Slide.
Yes, the concrete slide,
right?
Let's
just hear that out for a minute. concrete slide. It's not even a fucking like a water slide or anything. It's a straight up concrete 90-degree whatever New Jersey ass weather it is in the summertime, and you're just sliding in this motherfucker, and there's like no support whatsoever. So
that's even a deadlier combination. It's Tony Soprano owning an amusement park. It's the 80s, and it's in fucking New Jersey. Like that's the killer right there. And, sorry, go ahead.
But like the thing about it was that like again like there was no support, and it was like basically like bobsledding, but you're not in a fucking sled. You're in a fucking
some kind of cart contraption,
like a cardboard box. You could basically just say like a cardboard box slide for all I fucking care. So
what they had, if you wanted to brake, was this little lever, and like sometimes the lever just didn't work, and you had to like pull it at certain points on the slide in order for you to like not fall off and fall on your ass. And like, you know, maybe I'll put some footage in the background here, but like literally it's like this small slide that you have to like imagine Mario Kart on difficulty mode. just it's what's that, Rainbow Road? It's Rainbow Road, but in real life. And you are gonna fall, and if you fall, your shit will get scraped to absolute oblivion.
Or you die.
Which unfortunately toward the end of the documentary, they show one of the kids that died and the family that had to go through it and stuff like that. Like the guy was a piece of shit. The one who owned it. Yeah, the owner, not the person who died. But what was even funnier is like he had such, like in the documentary points this out, like he hated rules whatsoever. Yeah. So he didn't want insurance for the amusement park at all. So what this man did was he created his own insurance, like a fake one, and based it in one of the like Cayman Islands, I guess, and like just said, oh yeah, there's the insurance, but like really it was what is it called? Laundering money.
Well, it was a show, something show. It's like a show.
Yeah.
But yeah, and the thing though, you think that, you know, after one person dies in said park, you know, they would change the rules up a bit, do anything about it. No, they didn't.
No.
They fucking, so there was another one called a wave pool. Now, mind you, a wave pool. Mm-hmm. That's another thing.
In New Jersey.
Yes. And this motherfucker, not only did it like, you know, went like, was wavy, but on top of that, it went like about what, 20 feet deep? Like 30? Like that shit was deep, and it was wave pool. So like you're basically like fucking swimming in the fucking ocean like during
with
like
urine and shit and chloroform.
Yeah, fuck it, might be
what the fuck's it called? Clorox.
You know, fuck it. For all we know, it was New Jersey, so there might have been chloroform. For all we know,
probably.
Like, and I think 3 people alone in that ride died.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
But that's the thing, though. The bodies just kept piling up, and they're just like, "Nah, the fun doesn't stop here." And I'm just so perplexed that our fucking parents, or like the old generation, are kind of like,
it was a fucking family trip for them. Like, we're going to Action Park, yay! And like, all of it was just terrible.
No, but the thing is, like, these motherfuckers are always telling us to be like cautious and shit. Like, you know, worry, like, you know, don't do bad shit, don't do drugs. Yeah. But while you're fucking adrenaline ass old heads out here,
yeah, exactly,
are just fucking just
trying to get drunk and go on these barely functional rides.
Like, you know, what's it called? Y'all were bad as teenagers. I can at least say from my part, like I'm not saying I was a sheltered kid, but I wasn't out here trying to catch death.
Yeah, like, right, catch death. Their drug was death.
Right. Like, no, you know, my drug was just games. Yeah. You know, video games.
And I love how like so there's this one, I forgot what it was called. It was the one with the loop. I think it's just called the loop. Yeah. Like, basically, he just, like, imagine, like, Sonic the Hedgehog, like, that little loop that you go around. Mm-hmm. But before that, and it's just a water slide with one loop, and it goes around. Now, to any sensible person, that sounds absolutely insane, because, one, it has to depend on what speed you go on, and 2, what if someone gets stuck? So they actually had to hatch on the top that, like, if you got stuck up there, they would lift it up and take you out of it. But what was his name again? Ned? Gene? Edward. What Edward did was no, isn't Edward the son? Isn't Gene the owner?
No. Edward Morville was the owner, and then Andrew was the son.
So Edward was basically like he would pay park employees $100 to go down it, and they would come up all bruised and shit. He's like, we got to change the pressure of this, or we got to change the angle of that. But the most disgusting part is like some of them would get banged up so bad that teeth would fall out, and then all of a sudden, like a bunch of them started getting scrapes and stuff like that. So when one of the ride designers went to go look inside, the reason they were getting scraped was because the teeth had fallen up and stayed there. Like the most it's so gross. It's so bad. It's so
I'll never
bad.
listen to my parents again after that shit.
Right, exactly. What did they know? They went to Action Park.
Like, y'all went to Action Park, but y'all telling me, oh, don't ride your bicycle down a hill. Like, fuck y'all.
With no handlebars. Fuck y'all. But yeah, I mean, just fucking stupid. And then my favorite story was Edward with the cattle prod.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, one of the employees just comes in randomly, and he just goes, I can't handle it anymore, and he stabs himself with the cattle prod and pretends to be dead. The park employee was like, oh my god. He's like, no, it's just fake. So, and this is such a mobster mentality. It's like, so, all right, so these kids, they keep getting on the rides without the tickets, right? So I figure I just get I don't know, one of the park employees, pretend he's one of the customers or whatever, and I say, hey, you got on the ride without the ticket, and then I fake stab him with the cattle prod and pretend he's dead, and have a bunch of people carry him out to an ambulance. And he thought that would stop people from getting on rides without tickets, but literally right after that, like, all the parents were like, someone just killed someone, and my kid saw it. And like, like the receptionist had to be like, it's just a joke. And I was like, what?
Yeah, how you just gonna catch a body and just get away with it? And my bad. Like, I forgot. It was the 80s and they were white.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. White, drunk, prep boy, New York kids with alcohol.
I mean, just like Wall Street, like like Wall Street heads back in the 80s were just they're just probably like the upper echelon of just fuckboy status. Like, there probably won't be any fuckboys ever to reach that, like, Wall Street 80s heights.
No way.
Like,
and the park employees were just teenagers that did not give a fuck,
right,
at all. And like, and like they would throw parties. I forget what one of the parties were called, but they're like legendary in New Jersey, where like just a bunch of underage kids just fucking drinking and waking up in the morning and having to go right to work on the same mountain. Like, oh god, it's just absolutely nuts.
Well, luckily, it got shut down for obvious reasons. So if you were planning on going to Action Park,
it's called like something else now.
I mean, you can still go there, but is it going to be Action Park? Fuck no.
No.
Out your goddamn mind, unless you want to buy it. Like, you think you got the money to buy it, Jack?
Action Park?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Do you don't want to restart Action Park?
No, I'd rather not, because especially with this documentary coming out, I don't want that.
We could do like
well, his son tried to open it up in like 2013, and people were like, "Why are you trying to?" Like, people died, idiot.
Nah, man, we can be inclusive this time. Well, we could do like a PC Action Park.
You could pull like a Abercrombie and Finch kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where it was all for preppy white boys, and now all of a sudden they're like, nah, pride. And it's like, did we forget the past where like you literally would not hire people of other races, and they're like, pride.
Yeah, no. Now we're hiring them, but they gotta be gay.
Yeah, exactly. You have to be gay.
So, we do the same thing with Action Park, but we're a little more inclusive. So, we get, blacks, we get whites, we get gays, we get straights, you get fucking everyone under the sun, right? And we all joined together in this holy matrimony of just fucking each other's bones.
Yeah, right.
While they also want to fuck in the caves or wherever the fuck they were doing, whatever God knows what.
Caves. But yeah, I mean, fuck it. Just imagine you like getting scared on a ride or something at Action Park, and just hearing New Jersey people be like, call you every slur under the fucking sun, because it's New Jersey. They're not decent people.
Oh yeah, no. They didn't show it, but if there was a video of it, I'm like all the slurs, the slurs.
It was majority white too, so just imagine, just like
all the slurs were used. I am like 100% sure that they use every slur, like even shit that we don't even know, like even shit that like died out like 50 years ago, 50 years from the 80s.
In like the 1800s, they were still using that shit. You pollywhacker.
Like they would find hell. There are probably slurs created in Action Park that we use now.
Oh, for sure, yeah, absolutely.
Like fucking the teenage brain is very imaginative and
with
also,
coming up with insensitive slurs,
right? And also very dangerous too when you also add some liquor into it as well.
Yep.
So it's like it's just gonna get fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So,
time of a bygone era, I guess.
Era. But
that's my biggest criticism of Stranger Things, is that there should be more homophobia and racism, because it was the 80s. Like, Mike should just call Lucas.
No. If shows actually wanted to be, I think the only shows that could kind of get away, I mean,
or Mike just calls Will the F slur.
You know,
like men? Ew.
Wait, so it's actually confirmed now in season 4, or?
Yeah. Well, they alluded to it in season 2.
Yeah.
Mike says some shit like, "Oh, I know you don't like girls." And then Will gets
I saw that shit, and I mean, hey man, if the nigga want to be gay, nigga want to be gay, like shit.
No, I have no problem with that. The problem I have with Will is that fucking haircut. Jesus Christ.
Honestly, man, you a gay man, but you rocking that shit.
Yeah,
bro.
right. Exactly.
Couldn't be me.
Like, you have more power now because you're a main character in the series. You might want to go up to the Duffer Brothers and be like, "Can I get rid of this stupid fucking haircut?
I mean,
I hate it." He looks like Coconut Head.
Oh yeah, no, most definitely. I mean, I don't know what the fuck was happening in season 4, but definitely like it back in season 2 and 3, it looked like he just took like a fucking side chair and like just let fucking 11 do his shit. But
season 4 is actually pretty good. It's like
is
the second best season. Yeah.
Okay, well, fuck, I'll give it a try when I feel like it at that point, because I'm just.
It gets dark. It goes places.
Yeah, it's just like my thing with Stranger Things. It's just like, is how it's all happening in the same fucking area for God knows how long. Like, y'all motherfuckers can't catch a break. Y'all don't, like, at least fucking Elle and Will decide to, we're gonna move. Like, we're gonna get out of here.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of kids always saving the fucking day. Yeah. And it's like, how? Every time.
Like, fucking Hopper at least was like blessed with plot armor and got captured by the Russians or some shit. So like at least he moved too, technically speaking. And that also pissed me off too. That really pissed me off because I don't know, maybe ever since I watched Attack on Titan or something else, like if a motherfucker gonna stay, if a motherfucker's gonna sacrifice and die. Like, just don't fucking come back.
I hate that cop out shit all the time when they did fake out.
Right.
And then they just put him in the trailers. And it's just like, then he's alive. That's cool. Like, that would have been cool to see that as a surprise, even though it's a cop out. Sorry, excuse me.
But still, though, it's like it just kind of made that whole emotion of like the sacrifice and like them long takes and like the score. It just made all of that just kind of feel pointless in a sense, and it just was kind of like, just fucking with us, and then you thought he was gonna die, stupid. Like,
we're the writers, we know what happens.
Like, everyone's watching this in like in the screen premiere, like people who weren't behind the scenes, like they're sad, they're crying, the Duffer Brothers just laughing their ass off, like they don't know, they don't
even know what's about to come.
Fucking idiots. Netflix gave us more money.
Yeah. They really did. I think it was something crazy, like 30 million an episode or some shit like that.
But fucking, they had to cancel the Get Down, like for just using 2 million. I'm just like,
right, yeah. That's a big problem with Netflix. Me and Peter had a whole rant about Netflix. Check out Anime on the Rocks. We did a whole rant about it.
Yeah. I wasn't there.
No, he wasn't.
Well, I'm not an alcoholic, so, I don't really drink that much anyway. So.
Nah, until they see the fucking Jojo video. If they see it.
All right, I forgot about that. I legitimately forgot about that.
That was
That was not a good night.
That was a good night for me.
That was not a good night. I don't remember what happened.
If this video comes out before that JoJo video, you'll see. But if it came after, then
fuck it. We could talk about
that.
it, bro. I thought I was good. I thought.
Well, because like at the beginning we were like, oh, okay, just one shot, and then I forgot who came up with the concept, but they were like, all right, 2 shots if the same person has the same thing.
And y'all motherfuckers just kept going, oh, colors, oh, gay shit,
gay shit. Colors, poses.
Joe or fucking Jojo's hair or some shit.
Someone points out something obvious, and then we just kept going, and then we didn't even finish the episode before we were just annihilated. We were
one
done.
episode. It was like,
I was
already,
like, guys, what if we do 2? Everyone was like, that's a bad idea.
One episode, I think we did like around 6 to 8 shots, and then at that point I was like, I think after the 5th shot, I'm just
we
like,
definitely did more than 8. We were in the 10s probably.
Like you were like giving me the alcohol, but at that point I was just sipping on it.
Yeah,
I was just doing like little nip. But like even after that, I'm like, I'm good, love. I got this.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Like my girlfriend Stephanie, when she gets drunk, like it's 4 or 5 drinks, and then she's like, I don't feel anything, and I'm like, there's a delay. She's like, I'm not feeling, and then all of a sudden, and then it just all comes in all at once. That's how I am too. Like I'm like, oh, this shit is easy as hell, and then all of a sudden it's just a total shutdown.
Yeah, nah, for me, it's like a gradual decline. It's like, 1 shot, okay, I'm good. 2 shot, I'm good. 3 shot, fuck, okay.
Now for me, it's definitely a delay. I'm like, oh, I'm pretty good at this shit, and then all of a sudden, it's just like,
I'm able to do like, my bodily functions and shit, like, push-ups or whatnot, and then all of a sudden, I think like in an after or so, I'm just kind of like just on the couch, just hoping to God my fucking brain is like, don't text.
Yep.
And what my dumb ass do? Text.
Yeah, exactly. FaceTime your friends, be like, I'm drunk. So I did with my girlfriend. I was like, I love you, I'm drunk. Sorry.
Yo, I even messaged your girlfriend too.
Yeah, you did. That's right.
At least part I remember.
Because usually one of us is sober and like, all right, give me your phone. Because when either of us are drunk, we're like, I want to text everyone and say, I'm sorry for everything.
I'm not sorry for shit. I'm just going to tell you straight up, like, yo, you my nigga.
I get very sentimental.
Yes, I'm very aware of that.
Oh, you my fucking best friend. I love you. Oh, you so much.
Yeah, I think some of that kind of rubbed off on me when I'm drunk too, because I also just be like, yeah, you're my friend or everything. I mean, you're annoying as shit, but like, yeah, fuck it. Like, who's gonna be there for you?
Markeith likes to deny when he's drunk. I'm like, Markeith, you good? Nah. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm like, are you sure? Do you need a blanket? Nah. Wait. Yeah, okay, I'll take a blanket. Like, I remember you literally So you were yakking, right? And I was like, all right, he needs to get out of the couch at some point. This man, so there's like a stack of magazines on the floor that my dad helps out with a magazine company. I'm not going to say which one. He used the magazines as a pillow.
I did?
Yeah, you were napping on the floor. I was like, no, man, no, we got to get you on the couch. I got to keep an eye on you. You're like, I'll get up. I'm like, no, man, no.
Wait, I don't remember that. I did what?
Luckily for you, I'm not an asshole and I didn't film the whole thing. I was just like, you need to get up. So I just like tossed you on the couch.
All I remember being in that toilet was just you just coming up as like a fucking angel or whatnot, and just like,
you okay?
Just taking me like back, like
you were
back
floating.
into the couch.
Thank you, Savior.
just like walking back to the couch, and I'm just like, I don't know how the fuck I got here, but I'm here now. So like, let's just call it a day.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh, we got an Ezra Miller update live. Let's go. All right. So, as far as I'm concerned, all the shit he's done in Hawaii, right? He's kidnapped a kid. He's assaulted a bunch of people. What do we have next?
Ezra Miller has reportedly been housing 3 children in a gun-filled farm. Video footage shows 8 firearms in the living room, and a 1-year-old baby reportedly had a bullet in its mouth.
What the fuck? Wait, who reported on this?
Well, it's Twitter now, but this is Twitter account from Cinema Solace. I don't know who that is.
Well, click on the link.
But what? So, okay, Rolling Stone.
Rolling Stone. Okay, that's pretty credible.
Guns, bullets,
cancel
and weed.
the Flash movie. Just cancel it. It's over. I realize it's the sole crux of the DC universe, and you have to reboot it. No, because they have to reboot it. That's like why they're keeping up this facade. I'm sorry. Stop. But yeah, bruh, just have the TV Flash just become the Flash. Just fucking reshoot all the scenes.
Well, here's at least one good news about it.
Oh, great. There's a silver lining.
It's not in Hawaii.
So Hawaii, I don't think has ever been like terrorist attack, but now they officially have with Ezra Miller.
Yeah, they've just been on code level. What's the safety one? Green.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, they like, even after throughout all of history, so they always been on green. But when Ezra Miller like jumped through, he was like, it's now they're on orange. Like it just went straight up to orange.
Yep.
And it's like, oh fuck, he about to cause trouble. But Hawaii, rest assured, you can breathe easily now because this happened in Vermont.
Oh, thank Christ. Dude, what a fucking psychopath, actually. Like, we all go on about how, like, and yeah, it's bad Jared Leto has a cult or whatever, but, like, maybe he hides his shit better, because this shit is just fucking crazy. I mean, they are just absolutely insane.
Oh, wait, is those pronouns?
Yeah, I think he's, like, non-binary or something like that. Well, I've just seen a bunch of videos call him they, so I'm just assuming.
Okay, word.
Yeah.
Well, it's bad to assume, so don't assume.
Well,
fucking asshole.
They suck.
Yes, Ezra. What are you doing, man? Like,
his acting career is over after this. It's done.
I mean, he's a white male. He might get something after that, It's not gonna be stop. Well, then again, though, like.
What if DC posted celebrating all our gay characters and Ezra Miller is at the forefront?
Imagine it is like, we're just gonna get rid of Ezra Miller. We should probably get Kevin Spacey back as Lex Luthor. You think?
Yeah, right. Exactly. Just totally tone deaf. Oh my god. But did you hear the news about the Buzz Lightyear shit that's going on?
Yo, that shit is fucking hilarious.
So for those of you who aren't in the know, so Buzz Lightyear is apparently the movie that Andy watched in the first Toy Story. That like it's like the movie he watched in order to buy the action figure, or whatever. It's it's dumb, it's stupid. But so the movie, there's a gay kiss between a lesbian couple, and
Not even
conservatives
a
have
fucking
gone
second.
fucking insane. It's not even a second. It's
not
like
even a
it's a Peter called it when I talked to him about it. He said it's a father and son kiss.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a little peck.
It's just a peck.
It's a mwah. And theaters are like, there was one in Oklahoma that was just like, we will try to fast forward through that scene as much as possible. I'm like, how are you gonna do that?
How are you gonna
it's literally a second. Like, it's a what? And then it just continues on. Like,
they could just fucking. I can just imagine the movie theaters, like the fucking person's like just covers the fucking view with like his hand.
with their hand. That's good.
Like all the managers are now just like showing them how to train. Like, okay, so when that scene comes on, you want to see. So Buzz like walks into the corridor and then you just
fucking as a projectionist, you just like, oh, I just got to start the shit and then my job is done. Imagine new hire now going in. It's like, all right, we're gonna have you on the Buzz Lightyear shifts, and you're like, fuck.
And then like the manager, like you forget to do it one time, like on your shift, you're just like reading a manga or like your comic book or whatever, and then all of a sudden it comes on, and all you just hear in the theater just screams and agony and horror, and you're just like on your phone, just like, oh fuck, did I forget it?
I love Twitter. I love the like overreaction like parodies, like when I took my when I took my kids to see Beauty and the Beast, when Bella tried to kiss the Beast, I sprayed soda in my son's eyes to keep him from being a furry. Like, it's just so fucking stupid. And like initially they wanted to edit it out the scene, but actually the staffers at Pixar were like, no, it's fucking Pride Month. Are you high? Why would you do that? And it's just like, and apparently it's failing in a bunch of other countries because of that. It's like banned in like 14 countries.
It's not even a second.
It's not.
It's not like it was like that one shit in Eternals where like you have fucking Moon River playing in the background.
Sex scene.
Wait, shit, was it Moon River? No, I'm bad. That's fucking Doom Patrol. Well, they had some fucking song playing in the background. And you got Paperboy just fucking making out with them, dude. And that was like a good Vine seconds right there. Like, again, not anything wrong with that. Like, you know, like Paperboy want to kiss his boys, like that's all cool. But also, I mean, besides that, there was also a full-fledged sex scene.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like Icarus was like fucking laying pipe.
Yeah, on what's her face.
I think my only dissatisfaction with that was I didn't get to see Richard Madden's face when he was laying pipe to her. Like, I only got to see his back.
You didn't get to see his face.
Well, so I get to see. I forgot that.
Kevin Feige comes out at the Phase 5. We are now releasing the director's cut where. After Icarus blows her back out, you get to see his O face. Everyone's just like...
everyone's just fucking going crazy about it. But like...
The crowd cheers. Yeah.
But what's it called? I get to see her just like feeling low, like what's it called, like moaning and shit. Like the actress's name. I forgot her name. But like I can't see Richard Madden's face. I can't see that shit. Like, yo, it's Prime Month.
You don't get to see Rob Stark's O face.
Bro, it's Prime Month, bro. Like, give it to me. Just show the director's cut. Just release it. Release it. Please.
Release it.
Please. Release it.
Release the blow the back out cut.
You have to release the whole cut. Just show that scene specifically. Just give me the raw footage of that scene.
Just in raw Kevin Feige senses. He's like, all right, we support our LGBTQ customers. Thank you very much.
Like, you know, you could just send me the hard drive, like, you know, just do FedEx or whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Method of delivery.
Email, Google Drive, WeTransfer.
You know,
Dropbox.
whatever you want to do, just whatever you have to do to satisfy me in Pride Month, because lately this has been a shitty Pride Month. So,
I mean, y'all are kidnapping children and putting bullets in their mouths.
Whoa! Who said we? Who said we? Well, first of all, that's a they, so they don't count.
True. Okay.
They don't count in this equation.
I've had Lightyears getting shitboxed at the box office, like.
Well. I was saying a shit Pride Month for me personally. I was saying like for the outside. I don't know what the fuck other gay people are doing.
Yeah.
You know, the buys, you know, well, half of them are doing. I got now.
We have love for our bi audience. Two
Yeah.
of our best friends are bi, so leave
Yeah,
us
so
alone.
totally. I don't even know why I'm apologizing. I'm gay. So
Yeah,
like,
exactly. You don't have to apologize. I have to apologize
well,
for everything.
I gotta apologize for half of them at least. Like,
We like to call them halfies.
they like to call them halfies. Well, they, as in the other people.
You support it. You
Do I?
support it in the group chat. You do.
We can agree to
I
this.
have a green screen. I
Oh,
can tell
okay.
the evidence, you fucking idiot.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's clearly not me. If it says Markeith Black, obviously that's my.
Well, actually, it says more beef black still.
Okay, well, cool. That's not me. So, like, who the fuck?
I gotta change that. It was so fucking stupid.
Yeah, no, that was really fucking stupid.
Yeah. It was funny in the moment when we actually thought we were all gonna watch Morbius together, but then one of our friends kept canceling on us. I'm not gonna name anyone, Tyler. You're a piece of shit. But yeah.
Oh, it's cool, man. Like, you can't really, like, it's probably a half part of, I don't know, would that be the.
What? Go ahead.
Do I just want to shit on Tyler during this podcast?
Honestly, we just recorded a garbage take show on the new Kenobi show or whatever, and I was actually pretty nice to him. So go in. It needs to be a balance.
What the fuck, bro? Why you didn't invite me?
Did you watch Kenobi?
No.
Well, then why the fuck would I invite you?
It's a garbage take show. I kind of feel hurt.
You didn't watch the show, so how can you add anything?
Well,
to
actually,
the
whose fault is
conversation?
that? Why I didn't watch the show?
It's not my fault.
I
I can't be sharing these passwords, Markeith.
Yes, you can. You just
Not even my girlfriend has the password.
Well, that's really fucked up. That's really fucked up. Like, whose fault is that? Like, I don't know why I can't be. You can't just share the password with me.
I
Like,
literally shared my Comixology password with you.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of other passwords.
Yeah.
The one, and you're just like, nah, you're a piece of shit, friend. Fuck off.
Yeah, man, because that one has Kenobi. All right, like.
I feel no guilt.
Like,
whatsoever.
maybe I want to put my 2 cents in why motherfuckers
You
are
didn't
raging.
even get past episode 2.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean that's perfectly logical.
Well, we mean past episode 2. I didn't get past episode 1 because I didn't fucking watch it.
No, we watched it. Phantom Menace. Remember that audio commentary thing? Yeah.
You're talking about the prequels.
Yeah. Wait, you haven't seen Empire Strikes Back?
No, I've seen them. I've seen them.
Okay.
I've seen them. Don't worry.
I was about to
what?
About to make this Pride Month even worse for you.
Pride Month even worse for me.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, clearly you guys can't. Well, maybe you can see right now, but if you look at my forearms clearly, I'm a little jacked right now. So, basically, what I'm kind of get with this is I could fuck you up. So,
why you need to put this energy out there for YouTube? I'm just saying, you're my friend and all, but I will fucking kill you.
I'm just putting it out there that I can fuck you up. Like it's.
But
like,
then who wins in the end? Truly,
me. I'm sorry. Are you stupid or something? Like because I
made you succumb to your anger, so you lose.
What do you mean succumb to my anger? What the fuck is it, bitch? I'm not a part of the light side. Like, who said I was a Jedi in this bitch? Like, y'all got me fucked up. Like, I ain't no Jedi, I ain't no Sith, bro. It's just hands. And
it's just hands at the end of the day.
It's just hands at the end of the day. I'll fuck you up no matter what. Like, and who's gonna be left standing? Me. That's who. Like, I don't see why this isn't.
I see how much you value our friendship now.
Yeah, because I clearly, if you start talking shit, bro, like, like say something like I'll.
You know what? By the fate of Odin, I will smite thee. You want to talk about that? The Miles Morales what if? The one where he becomes Thor and it says it's hammer time. And he says, by the fate of Odin.
Bro, who allowed that?
And then I think he's black, actually. The writer.
Yeah, I did a minor research on that too, and I'm just like, bro, what the fuck? What the fuck?
It's like, so for those of you who aren't comic savvy, so there was a What If comic, and basically What If in the Marvel universe is like change something, but it's not in continuity or whatever in the comic books. And they just run off that. So, like, one of the premises was, like, what if Flash Thompson was Spider-Man or whatever? But in this what if issue is, what if Miles Morales, a.k.a. the Black Spider-Man, was Thor?
Well, I'm Black Latino Spider-Man.
Black Latino Spider-Man. What if he was Thor? And in this universe's logic is when he grabs the hammer, everything else turns into more
No, go ahead, go ahead, because
like,
I'm curious too about this.
Becomes more like black orientated. So basically, when he grabs the hammer, like all of a sudden graffiti starts appearing on it, and then like all the other gods turn into like black kind of. I don't know if stereotypes is the correct word, but like black-centric characters. And at one point, Miles says, Asgard is my hood. So there's that line as well. And this is progressive, and it's great, right? You love it? This is the type of representation you want in comics?
It's just like...
It was a first draft. Someone needed to come through that shit and be like, no.
Bro, my thing is like, I did like the concept, like, you know, if Miles Morales was like how like
Thor, yeah,
not even Thor, but just like had like godlike powers, because you know, but like literally could have been any other god, because you know it's a Norse god.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
they
but
white as fuck.
I mean, you wouldn't be able to like. What if Miles Morales was Odin? Because no one would pick that up because Thor is like a main like character, you know.
But yeah, but I mean, also at the same time though, I'm also contradicting myself when it comes to science fiction shit and bringing race into that shit. But
well, science fiction does not have a good track record with other races besides the white race in books, films.
But like, regardless, you know, the concept of Miles Morales being a god and I find that cool. I just find like basically, I've only found about this today, like this day, and the execution so far from one of the panels I've seen and everything else. I'm just like, y'all could have done this so much better.
Yeah,
like this could have been planned out. I mean, a little more properly, but it just kind of.
It's just the writing is bad. It's just bad. That's awful. By Odin's Fade.
Yeah, like by Odin's Fade, Asgard's my hood, Hammer Time. Like, what the fuck? Like, why all these fucking one cheap shot like?
And that's not even
whips?
how like the hammer works. Like, Asgard doesn't change.
Yeah, it doesn't even change like
Asian or anything. Like, it's just Asgard.
Yeah, it's not like when with like actual Thor like grabbed a hammer, like everything around him turned to like fucking Vikings and shit. Like, yeah. Or like you didn't hear what's it called? Or like the Valkyries were like just fucking like just chanting and screaming, or you didn't hear like the Norseman score just play in the background.
Right. Just fucking yodels.
Yeah. But like shit, man. I mean, I have to like fully read it to like, you know, give like my full 2 cents on it. But so far from what I've seen from it, I don't even want to read it.
I've only seen excerpts and people talk about it, and I'm just like, they should pull this shit down on Comixology or whatever.
Right.
Actually, if you bought a physical copy and they stopped the printing, you might have a rare find on your hands. So keep that shit.
But at the same time, though, do you also want to like keep that?
Well, for a profit.
Okay, but at the same time, though, who will want to buy that?
Like, I actually have. So DC's Black Label was their new Vertigo. They got rid of Vertigo, which had like Why Last Man, Sandman, all of those like mature DC titles, right? So then they're like, fuck that, we're just going to switch it to Black Label. And one of the first Black Label books is Batman Damned. And in Batman Damned, you get to see Batman's penis. I got the first printing of that, and after the second printings, they blurred the penis. Like, you can't see the penis, but you can see Harley Quinn's boobs, whatever. But like, people were so upset about seeing Batman's penis, and I could sell that shit for like $75. So I'm hoping maybe to wait a little bit and sell it. But like, yeah, like whenever something controversial happens in comics, buy that shit immediately, and you'll make like maybe $100 or something like that. You're not gonna make like Action Comics #1 money, but still, I mean, keep that problematic shit, bruh.
No.
For profit. You're selling it for profit.
Okay, but do I also want to just give someone a comic that, I mean, maybe the Batman penis one, I might take that off your hands.
I can show you it after the podcast.
But what's it called? Fucking, I'm just so.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, not the Batman penis. I'm actually interested in that. But it's like the fucking Miles Morales Thor shit. It's just like I don't want to say like what other options could have been greater. So like, but at the same time though, like again, would have been a nice concept, but y'all just had to go to. I hate to say it, but like blackity black with it. I just had to throw every fucking reference under the goddamn sun and shit.
Yeah, and Miles, like, you know, he's a black Latino character, and there are certain aspects of that come into play when he's playing Spider-Man and stuff, but it's not his whole.
It wasn't his whole
character.
identity.
Like they should have taken a note out of Spider-Verse. Like that was done perfectly.
Right.
You know, but like in this one, it was like, hey,
it wasn't like in Spider-Verse. Like
he was like a Boondocks parody almost. Like, what if there was a Black Thor? Like that's what it felt like to me.
I mean, if that was the case, if it was supposed to be like a parody wise, like,
no, it was supposed to be taken 100% seriously.
Okay, well, never mind then. But what's it called? Like, yeah, and like, you know, in fucking Spider-Verse, it wasn't like Miles was like, oh no, my J's are getting creased up all the time. Oh no, like, and it wasn't like he wasn't trying to act fucking, you know, or someone that he's
overly like, you know,
like overly ghetto or like overly hood or like overly stereotyped or like basically a character that he's not really.
He was his own character, but he reflected the environment in which he lived in.
Oh, okay.
Is how I would say that as a white dude without trying to get into trouble.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, you're okay, I guess.
Fuck, I'm canceled. God damn it.
Oh, don't worry, I'll bail you out again, I guess.
Again and again, like a fucking Ferris wheel. Round and round we go. But yeah, I mean, you know, with comic book representation, I'm always for it.
If done right.
If done right, yeah, exactly.
If done, like if you're just gonna
like, I'm not one of those fucking like those fucking, oh my god, this fucking SJW propaganda or whatever. Because Marvel has always been political, like always, 100%. Like there were people when Black Panther came out at first, they were like, well, what is this doing to the youth and stuff like that. And Stan Lee stood his ground, and Jack Kirby stood his ground with all that stuff, you know, and that's great. And obviously Marvel is very, 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 very left leaning, so I'm sure they went into it pure of heart. But the editors at Marvel, I mean, there should have been a second look over. Like, I'm not sure about this one, Chief, because you know, it was definitely meant something like it didn't want to come off as how it's coming off, but unfortunately at the end of the day it did.
Yeah, I think it would just even make matters worse if, because they are having a What If season 2, if they decided to pick up this one.
I certainly hope not. That would be really bad.
And then all of a sudden you just have like Thor Miles Morales. Just, I don't know how they're gonna fucking do it. I don't know, maybe.
Well, I don't think they would, because they haven't even introduced Miles Morales in the MCU, and that show was kind of
right
tied-ish to the MCU.
I don't know. They probably would have fucked it up even more and have probably like Taylor Lautner voice them or something. Like,
that's a fucking yikes. But did you also hear the news that what's the kick-ass actor's name? The guy who played
Oh,
Kick-Ass.
Aaron Tyler
Yeah.
Johnson.
Yep. That's it. So he's gonna be Craven in the new Sony Craven movie, and apparently Craven,
just Craven, like
Craven the Hunter.
yeah, but like his own movie.
Right. But apparently, you know what's even best. So what do you know about Craven? Just off the cuff.
He's a hunter. He's known for like commanding beast. Can he command beasts, or like he can like take their
He can
like
command beasts, but like, so you said it before. He hunts, right?
he hunts, and on top of that, but like he also kind of like has like some of the powers of the beast, or like
It's some iterations, yeah. But primarily, you would say he thrives off the hunt. He thrives off killing animals, right?
right.
What if I were to tell you in this Craven movie that he's an animal activist and he doesn't kill animals?
Nah.
It's real. There's the article. Does Sony just not understand?
Bro,
Like,
what the fuck are they doing,
Right?
man?
Like, the number one, apparently they'll probably cancel it, but like the Morbius like sequel that's supposed to be coming out Disney Plus and Paramount Plus, and then also they're doing an El Macho, which he literally shows up at 2 issues of Spider-Man, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, back to back, and that's it.
I don't really support Disney and their monopolization into the movie business.
Well, this
like
is more
writing,
Sony.
Yeah, I know, but like I'm getting to that. I don't really support them in like in their monopolization, buying all the companies and shit. But if they want to take their gander at buying Sony off, I don't have a problem with that, because I can't feel bad for them anymore. I know like Disney kind of like fucking gaslighted them a bit, like with the
really
Spider-Man deal, and like fucked them over, and like had like the fan base like kind of went on Disney's side with it. But then you looked at it and like Disney was actually fucking them over, and it's like, okay, I kind of feel bad for them. But when you keep making these fucking stupid ass movies, these stupid ass shit, like if you keep doing these stupid ass things, it's hard. It's hard for me to feel bad for you. Like, yo, like, bro, like how, like, you know how many jobs you just fucking over making these dumbass movies,
so
and you're not making any profit out of it, and like you're wondering, like, oh my god, we're not making no money out of this.
The audacity to look at Twitter and be like, oh, Morbius isn't me. Maybe people will want to go see if we.
Why
really
would you think that?
And it bombed twice, and people were going on to like a change.org, the petition website, and say like, Sony, we swear to God, we were busy that weekend.
Yo, Sony, my bad, bro. Can you just release it for a third weekend? I'm just like, and I wouldn't hold it past Sony to be fucking idiots and just like do. Okay, yes, here we go, third week, like. Go
Release
ham.
Morbius, the Marvel Legend Edition, please.
But like, Sony. Yo, I'm just like, what? An animal activist? I literally saw a fucking issue where this man literally put all the supervillains or superheroes that were beast themed in in Central Park and killed all of them. And he's an animal activist now? That makes no fucking sense, bro.
Shout out to Nick Spencer's running Spider-Man. That shit's dope.
Yo, like, what the fuck? What? Yo, I want to know what shit Sony's smoking right now, because it is bad.
It's some good shit.
No, it's bad for their lungs.
Well, it's
and
bad for
brain.
their career, but I mean, it was probably some good
no,
shit.
It's not. No, and it pisses me off because like the fucking bigwigs or like the producers, whoever the fuck, like like rolls with these fucking movies. They're like, oh no, they're gonna be fine or so. But it's like the underground people who are probably doing the jobs and shit, like doing all the shit. Like, and I don't know where the fuck I'm going with this, but it's like, say if the fucking movie tanks and like they gotta do cutbacks or so, it's like, oh well, Morbius failed, so we gotta cut some people off, and it's just like, it's like
don't cut people off. Cut the people off that are making these stupid ideas. But the thing with Sony is they only have really 2 movie franchises. I mean, they're trying with the PlayStation stuff with like the Uncharted movie, and apparently there's a God of War movie in production.
Oh my fucking god.
But like all they really have is Spider-Man and then the Ghostbusters, And Ghostbusters did okay in the box office. The new one after.
I mean, it really
Afterward, Afterbirth. I don't remember.
It
Fast
doesn't
forward.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers really.
So they
put
don't have
Prince
like
Leia.
a franchise. Like at least Warner Brothers has like Harry Potter. They have like DC. They have stuff like that. But like Sony really doesn't have shit besides Spider-Man. And really, the reason why they hold on to Spider-Man so much is because he's the most popular superhero that like they're guaranteed to make money back. So like that's why they're like trying to do El Mucho or whatever the fuck.
I mean, I feel like it would have been really easy if they just let Disney buy them at this point. I'm just like, because y'all just fucking. Like,
Well, I wouldn't, because then they would own PlayStation and shit.
I know,
I'm not
I
a
know,
fan of that.
I know. But at the same time, though, it's like when y'all keep fucking up, at least the movie department, at least
They just
like,
need a change in teams. They don't need old white men who don't know, like,
bro. I mean, if that's
what's popping. You know, they need some young blood in there.
if that's the case, then I don't know. Go some Game of Thrones shit in there. Like, fucking, I'm not advertising for a red wedding.
Oh no!
I'm not advertising for a red wedding or anything
Markeith
else
makes
like
a
that.
vague threat alarm.
But like, yo, like, Craven animal activist, man, what the fuck? So wait, is he gonna be like some Kylie Jenner type shit where it's like, you know, everyone's protesting for the animal rights and then you got like the fucking police there, like the animal, and then Craven just comes in the middle with a fucking Pepsi or something?
Just a zookeeper one day. It's just like get the fuck off me, and he just like fucking.
Yeah, I'm about to say, is he gonna be like a sadistic ass animal? Is he at least gonna be a sadistic animal activist?
I
Like,
swear to God, if he speaks to animals, I'm gonna lose my shit. Like if he's like with the monkeys and he's like talking to the monkeys or rhinos or whatever the fuck.
is it? Like,
Like I'll fucking jump out of the window. I swear.
like
to
what
God.
he's not fucking Dr. Doolittle. Like he's not.
A Marvel legend.
Oh my God! If they do the Marvel Legend bullshit again, that's gonna that really pissed me off when I heard that.
Morbius. The
No,
Marvel
no,
legend.
And that's another thing. Wolverine's a Marvel legend.
Mm-hmm.
Captain America is a Marvel legend.
Keep going.
Spider-Man is a Marvel legend.
Definitely.
Who the
El Macho.
no?
Marvel legend.
Who the fuck is like before Morbius? Who the fuck was Morbius? Because
People were thinking it was Lauren Fishburne as Morpheus. Oh shit! I'll go see that.
like when you have to like advertise him as a Marvel legend,
When no one's heard about the character.
no, like big chances are he's not a Marvel legend.
Yeah.
Because you advertised him as a Marvel legend.
Mm-hmm.
So like I don't that was just so bro, like this again, so it's not even just the fucking like people that went through with it, but it's like the advertising team or anything else like that. Like you could have said anything else, but now you're like, let's advertise him as a Marvel legend.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what the fuck has he done to like validate himself as a Marvel legend?
Well, he morbed. He said it's Morbin time. By the way, people on YouTube, editors, like, you know, editors are really good a lot of times, but like sometimes you just come across a no-name account that only make like memes and stuff. And someone edited like I guess footage from like a bootleg version of Avengers Endgame or whatever. And like when Thanos goes to snap, it's Morbius with the Infinity Gauntlet, and then he goes. They did the lip flap thing. It's Morbin time, and he snaps, and it shows the crowd go fucking crazy. Like editors are on a different level now.
Yeah, I know it's fucking crazy. Like you'd be surprised, like, you know, when you don't have Action Park as a fucking amusement,
Right.
and teenagers are now just indoors, just like trying to be like fucking
Trying to be the next Marvel legend.
Marvel Legend editor, which is like, you know. I'd rather them be editors than, you know, get drunk at a fucking amusement park, just sliding down a loop-de-loop,
Yeah.
teeth crammed in.
They
Like,
probably just fired that whole production crew instead of firing themselves up on the board, being like, they're the ones who fucked it up. It's like, no, motherfucker, you shouldn't have greenlit that shit in the first place.
Animal activist Craven, what the fuck, man? That What, bro?
Oh, hi, lizard. Or he just goes, like, he speaks in lizard or
like
whatever the fuck.
at that point, you might as well just have like a fucking rendition of Red Skull joining the Peace Corps or something.
Right.
Like, what?
Becoming a BLM member.
Red Skull's
Black power. It's just like, excuse me? Weren't you a fucking Nazi? What? I'm a Nazi. I'm not a racist. I just hate Jews. I don't mind.
Yo, you know, how about we just have a fucking rendition of Loki telling the truth all the time? Like, oh my god, Loki's dead. Oh my god, he's actually dead.
God, he's actually dead this time. Holy shit. What the fuck? Red Skull BLM is funny. Very funny to me.
Just have one where like fucking Thanos like favors overpopulation of the earth.
Right. He's just a peace-loving hippie. But one of my favorite. I mean, I'm sure it was like very surreal back then, but like looking at it now, it's kind of funny. So, in J. Michael Krasinski's run on Spider-Man, 9/11 had just happened, and like, you know, there weren't comics being published for like a couple weeks because they're like, because Marvel used to be solely based in New York City,
Right.
Because a lot of their superheroes are from New York City and stuff like that. I think now they moved to California, but that's besides the point. So 9/11 had just happened, and the Black issue, it's called infamously the Black issue of Spider-Man. It was like 9/11 happening, and all the Marvel characters kind of reacted to it, and it's got really cool images of like Spider-Man like swinging through and being like, oh my god, what kind of uncanny evil is happening? Captain America is standing in a wreckage. Like, it's all very memorable. And they show back to back Magneto and Doctor Doom, and Doctor Doom is crying. And I'm like, Doctor Doom, didn't you try to enslave the entire world? and I get how it's sad, but didn't you like try to kill multiple people multiple times? And Magneto, where were you at? You know,
I'm just saying, bro. If you're so sad about it, can't you control? I know. Okay.
No, exactly. That's my whole point. Exactly. Like, couldn't you like
in
something?
in the Marvel
Marvel
world,
universe,
in the Marvel universe where 9/11 did happen? Let's keep it a buck. In the Marvel universe, I think 9/11 is kind of like the least of their worries.
Right, exactly. That's what I mean. And like all the villains are like, "Oh, boo-hoo." It's like, didn't Thanos try to snap us all out of like existence? Like,
bro, like fucking New York always goes through a fucking like terror attack like every week in the Marvel universe. Exactly. There is no fucking
like that's in the Marvel universe, like a Tuesday.
I literally just mentioned 10 minutes ago about Kraven like locked all the supervillains with beast names in Central Park and killed them. Yeah. Like that's a fucking Tuesday.
That's just what Spider-Man's doing.
That's Spider-Man.
That's just what Spider-Man, not counting the multiple characters.
Now, if you go on the other
Marvel
block,
universe,
you'll see that Kingpin is fucking up Daredevil again for the 5th time.
This is why I love The Boys so much, because they're just like, yeah, I can't stop everything. What the fuck?
And then on the other side of like the block, you got the fucking Captain America just fucking like throwing a shield at the Winter Soldier or whatnot.
He's a Nazi now? Oh shit. Oh, yeah. Never mind. Now he's not.
And then all of a sudden on the other side of the borough, oh shit, there's an explosion now. Okay, Civil War happening.
Oh, and over at Hell's Kitchen, Daredevil is beating the shit out of a defenseless man because he can't pray to his god properly.
like again, like if 9/11 were to happen,
and then we
Marvel
have gods
universe,
like Thor too, like that fight like mystical beings every fucking 5 issues, like
oh my, like yo, like the man is.
We have a Punisher, a mass killer, like it's basically serial killer for criminals.
If I was, I would honestly be glad that I'm living in Connecticut. If we were in the Marvel universe,
well,
I would
actually not so, because the events that that started Civil War
happened in Connecticut.
Happened in Connecticut. It was an elementary school, and basically, there's this no-name group. They keep trying to revive them every couple of years. Marvel does, called the New Warriors, and they're basically like a failed Teen Titans, but for the Marvel universe.
Right.
And they have a reality show, and they're trying to go up against this. I forget what his name is, but he's like basically a human bomb or whatever. He's like, get the camera closer as we try to beat up this villain. Now, New Warriors are like E-class heroes, whereas like this bomb dude is like a C-class, and he gets angry and he blows up and he kills a bunch of kids. In I think it's Hartford, Connecticut, or something. They like name it.
Oh, it's Hartford, so that's typical in Hartford. that's a West Station Hartford.
So that's what starts the whole Superhero Registration Act. Is that so? Even in Connecticut, you aren't safe.
All right, fuck it, man. I'll just move to like Massachusetts.
Move to a different universe. You're not safe because Hulk's jumping around. Who knows? You could just be driving. Hey, look, it's the shit. He's always on the run. You're just not safe.
I mean, maybe if I go to no, then racism.
Canada, you got Wolverine. Catch him on a bad day.
Okay, but like, I'm not a villain or anything, and it's not like I'm trying to start trouble. So it's like. It's not like I think the only issue I might just have is like, man, yeah, I think I'll be fine.
Yeah, right. I feel like we talk about Marvel every single one of these.
I mean, fuck, it was either that or like we would go talk about my manga section, but we could do that for another podcast.
Yeah, we'll actually do a Chainsaw Man anime on the rocks, and we'll have you on before the new chapters come out.
Yeah, that'll be lovely.
Because that shit's hype.
It is very fucking. What, July 13th, 7th?
July 13th, yep.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to be on vacation, but hopefully, I think it's still going to go up on the Shonen app.
Yeah.
I hope so. Because there's a slight delay because One Punch Man just hit 166 chapters and something crazy happened. And on the Shonen Jump app, it's like on 163. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Oh, shit. Okay.
But anyways, I think that's it for this episode. Yeah. All right, so that's going to be it for this episode of We Didn't Ask for This. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. We really appreciate all of the views we get, and we hope to grow this channel more. I'll just plug in my shit real quickly. I have my main channel, Sister Sheep, where I do analog horror / reaction videos, tier lists, anime reviews, stuff like that. And then I have another channel I'm creating called Jack Reads Books, where you guessed it, I do book reviews and manga reviews and stuff like that. That probably won't be up yet, but I'll leave a link down below if you want to pre-subscribe to it. I promise I will come out with stuff. And yeah, that's all my shit.
Like I said before, I'm tired. Yeah, so anyways, you could catch me on my music shit. You can find me on Markeith Black on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, whatever streaming service that you're like to listen to me on. And yeah.
Dope. All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Tip your waitress.